Hello, board members. How we doing this lovely Action Tuesday? Well, I hope. As it is Action Tuesday, we are returning to the world of Bloodborne. Something I never thought I would play on Strem, due to, well, several reasons, really. Its age, the rarity of actually having a way of playing it, the technical complications of setting it up in the first place. There's a lot of reasons I didn't think we were ever going to play Bloodborne on this channel, but I'm happy we're able to. I'm happy I was able to figure it out because it's been interesting. Hoping to pick up the pace a little bit now that we're kind of out of the tutorial stuff. We've defeated the first technically optional boss. I'm probably going to pick up the speed a little bit. We just got to figure out what we want to do today, which is, do we want to go get the armor or do we got to go meet Crow Mom? That's going to be the choice for today. Last time on the Bloodborne, we fought our way basically to the Cleric Beast, the first technically optional boss. You don't have to fight the Cleric Beast. They are completely optional. So I guess we'll probably get to the next boss today. One thing I gotta know though, we gotta figure out right now is, do we want to go and meet Crow Mom first, or do we want to go get the armor first? We're gonna do both. It's just, what order do you want to do them in? Also, I think we talked a little bit about the insight meter has gone up to 4 now that we've like found and defeated a boss, which is important. Spoilers or, you know, explanations. You cannot start interacting with the doll until you have at least 1 insight. Technically, there is a way to get rid of insight. I think it was talked about. You can spend it to summon the other hunters, and then there's also other ways to losing it, and if you go back down to 0, I believe she goes back to just being a regular doll. So, spoiler, this module has bosses. We've already fought one of the bosses, so we know that to be true. Yeah, I just need to know, what are we doing next? Are we going to meet Crow Mom first, or are we going to go get the armor first? Technically, we can also go get another weapon. Some would argue one of the better weapons in the whole module. I don't personally love it, but I'm also not like high end in this module, so that's how you phrased the question last time. Okay, I asked, what do you... It was Crow Mother and something else. Yeah, it's, do you want to go get the armor, or do you want to go meet Crow Mom? Which one do you want to do? Do you want to go meet Crow Mom, or do you want to go get the armor? We'll do both. I just need to know which one we're going to do first.
Yep, guess time.
Okay, we're gonna say hi to Auntie first, and then hats off to you. Okay, what kind of hat do you want? Oh wait, actually, I guess I could fight you for the blood vials. Ah, why are you running from me? Stop it. Why are you running? Why are you running? Clean up the birds. Oh, I did it too early, but he also whiffed, so we're fine. Bro, what are you doing? Come on.
Why are you running?
There we go.
Why are you running?
Yes, thank you, Zed. You want the hunter hat? Okay, good. Hold on, let me get my blood vials. The hunter's hat. I mean, this hat fits basically perfectly. You'll see here momentarily. But okay, we're gonna go meet Auntie first. This is a fairly important character, and I'll explain it when we get over there. But do y'all remember where all those dogs were, and how there was that one, like, blood red window? We're going over there. Just gotta remember where the actual... What? Where did you come from? I guess off the bridge? Odd. These dogs aren't worth a ton of hit or XP. Ow. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. I think we got all this stuff last time, including meeting the lady over here who asked us for Sanctuary. Oh, this dog doesn't respawn. Okay. Yeah, so this is basically entering into the next major section going this way. So we come down here in like a kind of barrel-heavy area. Now, if you're not one of the Legend of Zelda types, you're not a Linkle, you might not think to just destroy every single barrel in the place, and then you might miss some stuff. You might miss this little drop-off here. So, now we're up here. There's a ramp that leads down into this little area below, which is kind of the standard way of going.
Do a barrel roll.
Technically, we did. So then you also find this little area over here to this one side. Again, this is kind of obscure. You could miss this pretty easily if you're not paying attention. Or, you know, you're just not being incredibly thorough. So now you have this person. You cannot lock onto them, which is your first indication that they're not openly hostile yet. Hi. How are you?
Oh. A hunter, are you?
Let me turn this up.
And an outsider. What a mess you've been caught up in.
So right around there.
And tonight of all nights. Here. To welcome the new hunter.
Bold Hunter's Mark.
Prepare yourself for the worst. There are no humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now. Still lingering about. What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts. No matter. Without fear in our hearts, we're little different from the beasts themselves.
Oh, we got an emote.
What are you still doing here? Enough trembling in your boots. A hunter must hunt. What are you still...
Okay.
A hunt...
So this is Crow Mom. I don't remember what her actual name is. We'll find out later if I remember correctly. She's... Hunter must hunt. Yeah. She's one of the, like... I guess kind of... It's a little bit of a spoiler. But she's one of the nice NPCs, for the most part. Depending on how things go, she'll probably be, like... She'll probably stay on your good side, depending on how you do things. There are a few more things we'll have to do later to kind of finish up her story. A lot of the NPCs in this have a story that kind of plays out if you seek them out throughout the course of the module. None of it's actually like required to get anywhere. It's just weird side things, and sometimes they'll give you little rewards along the way. In her case, we'll get a weapon, I think, from her later. I think. I've never really used her weapon much. So knocking these down, we can go retrieve them. That's going to be a whole process in and of itself. Okay. I think that's the weapon I'm talking about. Now, since we're also kind of past the initial area, like the tutorial zone, the things we're about to fight are going to get a little bit scarier. Are you a guy or are you... No, just a corpse. I don't remember if there's a ladder down from here, though. Hold on. I don't think there is. I think you have to drop down from this one or go... Oh, you can't go back. So yeah, you have to drop down. The important thing is figuring out where you're going to drop down. Because you don't want to drop down, like, next to an enemy. We're going to take a little bit of damage, I think. Yeah. Oh, he saw me. Oh, come on now. No snipers. Sniper, no sniping. Thought I got it. Oh, no! Luckily, we didn't have a ton of echoes. I couldn't remember where that guy was, if he was further up the stairs or not. I knew there was another one, like, over there, but I thought it was further down that side of that wall. I've got to get used to the buttons again, too. I keep thinking it's L1 to parry, but I know it's not.
I am not the danger. I am in danger.
Thanks, Walter. No call for it. Oh. I really don't want to go anywhere near that boss arena, huh? Nice try. Please give me the... Thank you. So who? Okay, so yeah, it was this guy. Hi, come over here and please fight me. I don't want to trigger the werewolf. You're very brave to stand this close to two giant werewolves, by the way. I wouldn't hang out that close to them. Oh, you know what we could do? Well, I'll go get the weapon while I'm thinking about it. I'll go get the weapon and then... Excuse you? I hit you. You don't get iframes unless you're dodging backwards, doggo. You don't get forward iframes, you don't get backward iframes. Should argue. FromSoft dogs, they continue to be the absolute worst. Okay. So, we can go. Oh, there you go. Okay. Whoa, no, camera, I need you to lock on. Okay. Alright. Prostate removal activated in the form of that guy. What'd you drop? Oh, you gave me blood vials. Well, actually, thank you. I didn't know that was an option from you. Okay, he might have my blood echoes. Assuming the sniper didn't see me, we should be okay here. Prostate removal. Oh, he didn't have my blood echoes either? Really? Oh, he had a blumpstone. Okay, where'd my blood echoes end up then? Maybe they stayed upstairs? Please don't shoot me. Also, someone else just died for no apparent reason? Okay, that's fine. Is it up here? Where? Ow! You jerk! I'm busy! Oh, there they are! Those weren't glowing a second ago. I called shenanigans. Wait, what? Wait, where'd they go? What? They just disappeared. Those quicksilver bullets. Cold blue blood. What is did I find some kind of bizarre bug? Have we officially played this? I don't think I've ever seen this before. Hold on. Of course, as soon as I get on stream... Okay, there are my blood echoes right there. You all see that, right? I'm not crazy. The glowing thing down there, that's our blood echoes. That should be the XP I lost when I died just a second ago. It's right there, clearly. But... Okay. Okay, it stayed this time. Alright, I don't know what happened. That was weird. Alright, we're fine. Everything's fine now. What is making that noise? I don't care for it. Oh, he's on. Hi. I'm gonna remove your prostate from the front. It's a different kind of procedure, but I find it works just as well. Just give me one of these real quick. Thank you. Okay. So... Okay, Crow. I'm just trying to remember what everything, where everyone is. I have vague ideas of what's going on in any given area. Oh, he's coming over here. Ow. Huh? What? Okay. A lot of people from the
Breaking news, everything is bad. It's just as terrible as you imagined, and probably worse the more we go to Tomley's roots. Tomley.
We're all in danger, Dan. We're doing absolutely nothing.
It was good knowing you, Tomley.
We're fine. Calm down, Zed. See, I won already. I killed all the bad guys already. At least in this area. Okay. Cold do blood. I don't remember exactly. I want to clear out any other enemies up here first. I'll talk about what this area is, I think, in a minute. Look at you guys trying to be all sneaky. Oh. I didn't see you. You were hiding underneath the barrel. He pulled a Donkey Kong on me. You were hiding underneath the barrel. Okay. Ladder's over there. Okay. Let's go grab the weapon. So it's kind of weird what this is supposed to be, I think. I think it's meant to be a canal used for loading and unloading, like, small boats. I think that's what these are meant to be. It's like pulleys for loading stuff off these, like, boats down here. It's just set up in such an odd way that I don't know how that would really work if you think about it in a logical sense. Okay, I'm pretty sure this one is the weapon that I need. Well, I want to get. Okay. Giant rats are also a problem. Dropped a throwing knife. How nice of it. Oh, they dropped several throwing knives, actually. Okay, cool. So yeah, we just picked up a new weapon. Wow, that is a gigantic eyeball rat, alright. Don't care for it. No, thank you. So let's see. Okay, there's not another one. So yeah, in order to get these two items you got down, you have to go all the way back around and go over there. I think that one's one of the upgrade materials, the like bloodstones or whatever, and then this one's a weapon. So now we have a new weapon. I mean, it's better for sure. It has less skill scaling, but that's okay. So this is a saw spear, like the saw cleaver, but you know, a spear. And then it's kind of its thing is that it has similar buffs against giant, you know, the big monsters, because it does have the saw effect on it. It's just a little bit longer, a little bit slower than the other one. And then I think, yeah, it has like a piercing attack as it's charged up R2, whereas I think the other one just has a slice attack. I think is how it breaks down. Yeah. There's a lot of people who prefer this over the the saw cleaver. I don't know if it really makes a difference to me. Oh my god, they came down here or something. What? Where did you come from? Darn it. Stop it. How many ambushes can you afford me here? Alright, so if we go out this way, we'll see what I'm talking about with this. I think this is a canal for unloading boats. And now we're below where all those gunmen and that one guy was. So the only thing I can think this is for is, like, if this was full of water, they could sort of bring a boat in here, kind of. This is also very narrow, so I don't even know if it would work that well. But you'd have to add a lot of water in this area to turn this into like a functioning... Oh, you're not dead. You have a hit point. Okay. A pebble. I'm sure that's safe. I'm sure those are actual dead bodies and not at all a trap. Oh yeah, let me go grab that other thing. This module has actually a pretty significant amount of like little secret side areas if you're paying attention through like broken windows and broken railings and stuff. Oh. Oh, this brings us over here. Those are important too. Oh, okay, this is... Okay, I know where I'm at now. Never mind. I thought I was in a different spot. So, we've come up over here, right? Big dude harassing a door. We've also got light coming out from over there, but there's no red torch on that one, which is kind of odd. I don't think you auto turn around, so... Take the blood vials. Can I talk to this door? I don't remember now. Oh, I can.
Wretched outsider.
They're not a fan.
Trying to fool me to open this door.
No, I'm good.
Heavens, the depths of depravity. Wretched outsider.
Okay. Alright, so now I know where I'm at. So... Now I have a question for you all that's also somewhat important. A little less important than maybe, like, Crow Mom, but also still significant. Do we want to engage these... Probably one of the saddest stories in the module. We don't have to. We can walk right on by it and not engage with it at all. And it's actually probably for the best that we don't engage with it. Because if you don't engage with it, it turns out better for everyone, like, for the two people involved. But it's all up to you. Do you all want to see this? Engage the character building? Okay, we will engage the character building, everyone. So, red lamp, we can talk to this person.
Who are you? I don't know your voice, but I know that smell. Are you a hunter? Please go look for my mum. Daddy never came back from the hunt. And she went to find him, but now she's gone too. I'm all alone and scared.
So we could refuse, but we're gonna go find the girl's mother.
Really? Oh, thank you. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box.
Tiny music box.
It plays one of Daddy's favourite songs. And when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he remembers. Mum's so silly running off without it. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, and if you find her, give her this music box. Please, I know you can do it.
Okay, thanks. So now we've kind of unlocked another sort of shortcut. I think this one's probably a little less significant since we can kind of bypass this whole area now by going over there to the bridge, but technically we didn't need to fight the boss on the bridge, and we picked up another item that's pretty significant in the lore of the world. Madman's Knowledge. Skull of a madman touched by the wisdom of the Great Ones. The Great Ones, you say? That's odd. He used to gain insight. We talked about that. Making contact with Eldritch Wisdom is a blessing, for even if it drives one mad, it allows one to serve a grander purpose.
Nice!
Okay. It allows one to serve a grander purpose for posterity. So using this item would give us insight. So if we hadn't gone and fought the boss and we got a hold of one of these, which would kind of what would probably happen if you just continued past the boss fight, you could use this to get an insight instead and then be able to engage the doll for leveling up purposes. It's sort of a failsafe if you do skip that boss. Shining coins. Tiny music box. A small music box received from a young Yharnam girl. Plays a song shared by her mother and father. Inside the lid is a small scrap of paper, perhaps an old message. 2 names can be made out, however, faintly. Viola and Gascoigne. I didn't remember this part, but that's actually very good. Alright. So where do I want to go now? Oh, if I go back... Hold on. I think if I go back this way... Yeah. Stop it. Are you kidding me right now? Stop it. Alright. I'm gonna switch back to the weapon you requested I use then. We'll stick with the sword cane for now. Where is it? This way? No. Is it over here? I'm trying to remember where the little drop-off is that takes us back over there. Oh, it's right here. There's the shortcut that takes us back up to the top from where we were at. Wait, what? Wait, did I leave a dog alive up here? Oh, I did. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Killing it doesn't really do anything. I think there's only one of those dogs that break... Maybe 2 that break out of their cages. Wait, I don't need to go that way right now. So then we can go grab that other item that the rat is trying to ambush us for. I don't remember what's in it. I know it's less significant than the weapon, but that's all I remember.
What the dog doing?
Trying to eat our face. You know, classic dogs from modules. Nothing? Okay. Okay, yeah, it was an upgrade stone. Okay. Less significant than the weapon, I would argue. Are you? Oh, you are a rat back here. Okay. Also, it doesn't seem like all the rats have the giant bulged eyes, just some of them do. Okay, I'm trying to think if I need to do anything else in this area. Because now what we're going to have to do is go get the armor, I think. Have to go back a little ways. Oh, we can go grab that item. I think that's also upgrade material. Honestly, I don't know how much of the upgrade material stuff I'm going to need. Like, I don't plan on upgrading every weapon. It's the same thing from most of the FromSoft, from the Dark Souls and Elden Ring even, of like, you have enough upgrade material to like fully upgrade maybe like 2-3 weapons, depending on how much you go and hunt down and like what drops. Okay. I think I actually want to go this way to get where I'm getting. So now that we met Crowmon, we're just going to go get the armor, and then we can proceed to probably one of the biggest memes of this back when it first came out is going to be coming up here shortly. I'm trying to remember. I think you can technically bypass it. Oh, I thought that thing was still moving. Like, how are you still alive? I killed you and I haven't reset. Okay, never mind. But yeah, one of the biggest memes is coming up here soon. I think if I remember correctly. Okay, so we're gonna need to go back. Where is that passage? Actually, I guess I can kill this guy for the blood vials. Think you'll turn around before? Yeah. Okay. Hi. Thank you. Trying to remember where... Oh, is it? Oh, it's over here. That's right, it's over here. Because I think it's... Yes. Hi, how's it going? Dog, what? Dog, you bamboozled yourself on that one. You played yourself. You could have been cool, dog, and calmed down, but no. Dog, can you see me from there? Okay, everyone can see me. Never mind. I was hoping to pull the dog. God, I'm missing. No. Hoping to not waste a heal there. What? Oh. The noises in this, the like yells and screams are just bonkers. Okay, I think it's this way. Yeah, we talked about this earlier. Within a secret little zone. So, if I remember correctly, you can go over here to the left. Don't really need that, per se. This area is also technically, I think, optional. I'm trying to remember what is. For the purposes of not getting ambushed too hard. Mostly don't want to get sniped, because there are pretty routinely... Oh, I missed! I whiffed. That was on me, team. That was on me. Bullet miss was on him. The whiffing on the charge attack, that's on me. Oh, I thought that was too early, but no, we're done. Not remember these guys dropping so many blood vials like this. That's awesome. Hi. Could you not? Thank you. Ah, oil urn. That's fine too. That's gonna be useful in a ways away from now. I'm trying to remember how many drop down I need to get over here. I think it's just the one. Rat. Yep, it's just rats. Okay. We'll go grab the drop down and then we'll grab the armor. And we'll basically be set, I think, on all the significant items to get before we head into the next boss fight. Thick cold blood? Okay, that didn't summon the rest of the rats. I'm unsure. Oh, hi, I forgot about you! Oh, I disagree, module. I disagree. I disagree with that ruling, module. I don't think he's gonna hit me now. I don't care that he has a stupidly long weapon. I don't think he's gonna hit me there. Okay. Now we get armor. Excellent. Now we can actually look like a hunter. This is the free armor. It has very similar stats to that first set of armor that you could buy in the store. It has a slightly different hat to it. A very slightly different look and stuff to it, but... it's a very similar style to it. But yeah, we actually have armor now. I think we could go back the way we came, but technically we need to go this way anyway, so... We're just gonna go this way. Let's see if I can remember how to... Nope, I missed. Up. Oh, ow. Broke my legs. We're fine. Armor? Yeah, no, right. Okay, well, we know they come to life. Or are alive. I I think the only thing I remember right that sucks really about these guys is that there's no backstab to them, even if you like charge your R2. And I think they have a deceptively long attack as one of their jerk. Ow! Again with this unnecessarily long attack. I really dislike the whole. Suddenly we just don't get stunned anymore for no reason. Like, I'm committing the attack, right? I'm spending the resource on it. I'm using up that stamina. Oh, hi. Actually, I think I can outrange you slightly. Yeah, slightly. What are you doing? I was nowhere near you. What are you doing? You goober? I was nowhere near them. I don't know why they attacked me. There's something down here. This area gets very ambushy. I'm gonna take it a little bit slower. Hi, how are you guys doing? You having a good time? How's your night going? You look a little gooey. I don't really care for your super long attacks, please. If you could knock that off, I'd really appreciate it. I'd literally just whip you in the face. Stop that. I don't know what you're doing, but stop it. It's not cool. Okay, there is one here. Oh, there's two, I think. Oh, that's just an item. Stop it with the hitting me. Thank you. Jeez. Oh. I mean, come on, you guys. What is it? What is... You're not ambushing me correctly. If I can see you, that means that the ambush isn't likely to work. I mean, you did break the camera, so that is your credit, but... Alright, so... Now we have two options here. We can go to the meme, or we can go to the ladder. Or to the elevator. Do we want the meme? Do we want the meme or do we want the elevator? You want the meme? Okay. Oh, here we go, everyone. Here's the meme. Legendary meme. Oh, I missed. No, I gotta do the meme. Oh, I need the meme. Stop jumping around. Alright, everyone. There it is. Meme is the dream, huh? Yeah, meme is the dream. A legendary, pig finish. Oh, I forgot about this, the Saw Hunter badge. That'll unlock new items for us. I think that's the one that unlocks the other starting weapons for us to buy now. Didn't even wear gloves. Oh, we're wearing gloves. Yeah, we got gloves on. It's part of the armor. Yeah, see? Hunter gloves. One of the standard articles of hunter attire fashioned at the workshop. A fine piece of hunter attire that provides stable defense to anyone facing Yharnam's beastly threat. Allows one to stalk beasts unannounced by cover of night. Change them, we'll need new ones. Yeah, I can go back to the soiled bandages. Not that it can kind of hard to tell with like how colored the skin is, like with the red. It's kind of hard to tell if we're not wearing gloves, but... Okay, so there's the ladder. And then this ends up just being a dead end. I feel like this is like a unused thing. Like there was plans for something to be here and they're just like, we don't have time to finish that, so they just cut it out. Because otherwise it's kind of just odd that it ends in just a bottomless pit. I am going to go the other way though and unlock the shortcut now. We just wanted to get the pig meme in there. There's another fun bit here in a second, but we'll get the elevator first. This is one of those tricks that was found pretty early on in the history of the Bloodborne. It's a fun one. It's very goofy looking. So, shortcut unlocked. This is where there's the two big guys, and then right over there is the house, right? So now if we start spawning over there, or technically even on the bridge, we can kind of drop down and come this way pretty easily, and now we can go straight to where this is. So shortcut unlocked. And we still have that verticality thing of like going up and down more so than left and right. So, you know, very FromSoft. And then let's go do the thing. I think it's like right here in the middle. Yeah. And we do this. And we hang out right here. Well, what just happened there, everybody? That was weird. So what happens is, as you walk up here, there's those like the 8 guys or whatever at this other end, right? When you hit like the middle of this thing, it causes them to charge at you, and there's a set timer, along with another flag. That big guy is holding a giant boulder and pushes it at you if you're here for too long, or I think if you get up to like right around this area. So what you can do is you can run back and they'll start targeting you through the railing, and it'll just hang out there. And that'll cause the timer to go off and it'll just auto push the boulder. Come on down. Come on down, big fella. There we go. That. Come on, no whammies. Give me them blood vials, please. Yeah, there we go. Hi, bud. How's it going? I know it's a rough night for everyone. Oh, a Molotov cocktail. Thanks. Oh, also the ladder that was over there next to the pig brings us up here. But I wanted to go get the elevator and to do this little joke with these guys. It's not like those guys don't drop a lot of XP or items, really. So it's not like a good spot to go and farm for XP and stuff. It's just a fun thing that happens. I'm trying to remember. Ah, yeah, this. Okay. I'm trying to remember. I don't think this is worth it. Oh, the timing's weird. Oh, I hit the wrong button. That was on me. That was on me. No! Well, we'll just brute force it. We'll get the blood vials back. Blood vials. I think this is just ammo. Oh, it's bolt hunter marks. Those are okay. There's a reason those were given to me. Let's do one other thing. Don't pay attention to what I'm doing. It's not significant or a spoiler in any way, shape, or form. Let me just get this item ready. I'm sure it won't be significant in any way, shape, or form. Look at this cool environment. Big and beautiful. We're walking through an archway. I'm sure nothing too crazy is about to happen whatsoever. I'm sure nothing crazy is going to happen at all. Hey, look at that fella. Look, he's got a switch weapon and a gun too. He must be a fellow hunter. I'm sure we'll be good friends. He's really going at that body.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
Sir? Oh, I'm inside of my own fanny. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, it didn't work again? What is the timing? Sir, you're a jerk. Oh, come on. That was a perfect parry. There. Okay, so do we see what this guy's name is, by the way? Does that name look familiar to anybody? I missed. That was on me. We both missed. Ow. Darn it. But yeah, this is Father Gascoigne. As mentioned in the music box, he has a couple of tricks.
What's that smell?
That's a great question, Father Gascoigne. What is that smell?
The sweet blood. Oh, it sings to me. It's enough to make a man sick.
No. Timing on his... Oh, and I'm out of bullets. Okay, so there is another trick to this. There's a reason I equipped the small music box. Because when he hears the music box, he gets stunned for a second, and then you can do this. And then he goes. Oh, I'm out of bullets. I'm stuck on the wall. No. Yep. I can't get behind him. There we go. That should be it, I think. Oh, he's one hit point. No. I missed. I wasn't sure if I was going to actually get that on the first try. He can be a pretty hard boss your first time through. But yeah, he's the first mandatory boss. You cannot proceed through the module until you defeat him. I think the tiny music box works one time. I think it's one time per level. Once with the gun, once with the two-handed axe, and then once in beast form. I think is how it works out. And then, yeah. So we saw that that's Father Gascoigne. We saw the name Gascoigne inside of the music box with the names right. Now, we see that there's an item over here. Also, I'm out of bullets, but that's fine. And then if you come over here, you see that, like, this section of the wall has been destroyed and there's a bunch of blood right here. Oh, I do. That's a lot of blood. I wonder where the blood came from. Oh, look. There's a bunch of blood down here, too. And a lady. A red jeweled brooch. Who do we know?
There was a firefight!
I mean, yeah, kinda. We did use guns. I dropped, like, what, 18 rounds on that guy? And he hit me with at least, like, 8 shotgun blasts, so... Yeah, so we have found Father Gascoigne, the dad, and then Vivian, or whatever her name was, the mom, up there. I assume... It's not, I don't think it's ever really stated exactly what happened, but the fact that the body is, like, through the railing on top of that building and there's blood everywhere, I'm assuming she showed up and tried...
still here? Just to suffer?
Yes, exactly. Everything in this is suffering and pain. That's kind of a FromSoft thing. But I assume that she, like, went to engage and, like, talk to him, and he freaked out and threw her off the building, maybe even by accident and just a fury, you know? And then after he realized
Then
what
I
he'd
thought
done.
to myself, what if this was a movie?
What? What if this was a movie? I mean, it'd be an interesting movie. It'd be hard to turn all the stuff that's going on in this movie or in this module into a movie, but it's not impossible. It's just hard. Let's return to the hunter stream, so we can get stuff. I need more bullets. I'm out of ammo. Okay, we're only down to 12 bullets left. That's fine. What if this is a memory? A memory? I mean, it could be. I mean, we have... That's sort of what they talk about with the DLCs. When we get towards the end of this module, I'll talk more about the main story and my take on the story versus what apparently is the actual canon of the story. What if this is just a dream? That's also an interesting thought, Ika. I mean, that's what the guy at the beginning said, is like, just think of this all as a bad dream. Also, we're up to 4 insight now.
Welcome home, good hunter.
Hello.
What is it you desire?
I think I need to level up.
Very well. Let me stand close. Now shut your eye.
Well, first of all, you're not standing, you're kneeling, so you're just fundamentally wrong, but okay. Casserola C, welcome. How you doing, friend? Been a little while. Hopefully you're doing well. The frogs are people? Yeah. We're gonna get real existential all of a sudden. But how you doing, Casserola C? What you been up to? How was the holidays and stuff? Have I seen you since the holidays? I don't remember now. What if Seltier's life is currently being lived by somebody else through an Assassin's Creed-style animus, and the person experiencing it is thinking, how is this meant to help me save the world? Teach me some skills. Yeah. I mean, I would think if they were going through my life and they were doing something to get skills from me, it would probably have been like the firearms classes I took or the MMA training I did. I don't think this is going to be teaching them much. They're learning in the learning modules, clearly. Yeah, that's what it is. They need to experience. They need need hand-eye coordination with using controllers to control like future tanks or something. So they're going back to when I was playing various extremely difficult modules like this to get better at hand-eye coordination or something. So I just realized I might need therapy since I had an anxiety attack on a dream. Don't know if that is normal. I mean, it's not, I wouldn't say it's normal, but it's probably not also unheard of. I mean,
how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
What? I mean, anxiety can definitely happen from dreams. Dreams are super intense. It's one of those weird little, like, facts that doesn't get talked about a lot, but, like, a lot of older people will actually wake up and have a heart attack because of something that was happening in a dream. Like, that snap of waking up from the dream from, like, a nightmare or an intense dream instantly, like, in a fear state or a panic state has been known to induce heart attacks and stuff. So it's not that unusual for you to actually have, like, a situation like that. But I mean, therapy is also important, so probably therapy. They need to modular skills, but they are heroes who don't have time to module. Yeah. I mean, I've had some nightmares where it really freaked me out when I woke up, but I don't know. I haven't had a nightmare for a while. Yeah, I don't dream often as it is, let alone nightmares. I do have the unique skill, though, that if I realize I'm in a nightmare, which I can usually do, I can wake myself up from it before the scary stuff happens. It's a weird skill. I don't know how I got it, but I have it. I've on more than one occasion realized I'm in a dream and went, oh, I'm having a nightmare, and then woke up. Still usually in a little bit of state of like, oh my god, that was intense, but usually not where the like bad stuff happens. I don't know how to tell my dad to get me to try therapy. Well, that is a hard part. I know we were talking about some of this stuff last time, where you wanted to kind of talk to someone. Did we talk about your school having a, like, guidance counselor for the kids? You might be able to talk to them and see if they can kind of set something up. I've had a nightmare, woke up facing a mirror, which continued my nightmare. That's fair. I could see that being super trippy. Funny thing is, in all my dreams, I am capable of flying by rapidly Yoshi kicking the air. That's fun! I mean, that sucks that turns into a nightmare, but that actually sounds fun. Of course, Dream Ica can Yoshi kick. That's very fun. Oh yeah, we were trying to get our strength up to use that big sword, right? I think it required 16 strength? No, this is not like some optimal build or something.
Farewell, good. May you find...
In the waking world, Other thing we probably need to do while we're here is get my weapon repaired. Or both of them, I guess, in this case. In your dreams tonight, Ika, when you're using your Yoshi kicking, I'll be chasing you with a net cannon. I don't remember most of my dreams, only the weirdest ones like Woody and Jessie from Toy Story having a divorce. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty interesting dream. Definitely one you would remember, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's one of those things where I don't dream often or if it's just I don't remember my dreams unless they're incredibly intense, you know? In fairness, I think that they are bad for each other. Woody and Jessie? Yeah, because didn't they... Wasn't Woody supposed to be going with Bo Peep and then Jessie was going with Buzz? So that makes sense. Because then didn't Woody and Jessie have more of a brother-sister thing going on than like a relationship thing? I haven't seen those movies in forever. I've only seen the first two, so... Never saw the third one, never saw the fourth one. Okay, what am I doing now? Don't think I have enough for the sword yet. Oh, the hammer. I can't hammer yet. Oh, that's what we did. I did get the new Hunter's Badge. That's right. I got the Hunter's Badge. Where is... So we got the Sword Hunter Badge, right? From the church, which we got the hammer from. Saw Hunter Badge. Badge crafted long ago at the workshop, that's where we're at, attests to one's prowess as a hunter of beasts. The workshop is gone and no group recognizes this meaningless badge except the messengers in the bath who understand it profoundly. Its profundity? Certain things can only be entrusted with a hunter in possession of this badge, or so they believe. So right, these badges are proving to them that I'm worthy of the items that they're selling, or I'm allowed to get the items they're selling. So every time you get a new badge, it unlocks new items. Pungent Blood Cocktail, I think, is new. Throwing knives. We can buy Bold Hunter's Marks. Oh yeah, and then we get the other starting weapons. Saw Cleaver, Hunter's Axe. We have the Thread Cane, right? I think that makes more sense. I remember nearly nothing of Toy Story. Feels like eons ago. Probably was too busy screaming at Habbo. That's fair. Yeah, this way you can go through and get these other weapons. You didn't really miss out on them. Also, you unlock the other gun. And then this is the starting armor for the other armor you could buy, right? Technically, this probably matches the hat I'm wearing better than the one I've currently got on, because it's got more of a, like a feathery effect, but... Trick received... Or is it meant to serve as hunters? Oh. It's okay, you can watch it in prison when they catch you. Wow. But yeah, I think we're good. I don't think I'll really need bullets much for a bit. Because I can deal with what's coming up. Most of it I don't think I need bullets for. I've served my time. I've been unbanned from Habbo. Yeah, it only took, what, 12 years or something, you said? But yeah, Casarola C, if you're interested in therapy, I would say try to talk to someone at the school about like a guidance counselor or something. Maybe even your teacher if they seem nice about trying to set something like that up. That would be my first bet. Otherwise, I don't know how like the medical system works there, but technically you could maybe also go to something like urgent care and ask around, see if they have some kind of listing for free therapy sessions for teenagers or something like that. I like that Ika can say he serves time. Yeah. Habbo time. Habbo time is more precious. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on, shall we? Open the gate with Odom Tomb. I think if I remember right, actually, I think there's another thing with this boss, with that boss fight, where I think you can kind of cheese him out on the stairs or something. But I can't remember if that's a current one or that's one that got like patched out or something like that. 12 normal years is 20 Habbo years? Yeah. Also, you can look up and see like the bridge and all that area we've been kind of going through, which is really cool, I think. I think that's fun. Good design. Oh, it looks like we're in some sort of, I don't know, storage room? It has a lot of water in it, though. I don't know where the water came from. I mean, this whole town must flood a lot, because if you get rain on the top and then it falls through these and then goes down here. So every building probably has to have like a whole area that's just nothing but like a rain gutter floor. Oh, we come up in a library. Okay. Nice. What do we got over here? The Bergenworth spider hides all manner of rituals and keeps our lost master from us. A terrible shame. It makes my head shudder uncontrollably. There is so much stuff in that sentence, in that little paragraph right there. That is so much stuff that makes absolutely no sense right now. It'll all make more sense later. I don't remember what's in here. Spooter? Oh, yes. Oh, the Blood Gem workshop tool. I think this is the thing that lets us start putting items onto the weapons to give them, like, temporary buffs. Oh, you know what else we gotta do? I forgot about that. We gotta go turn the brooch in. Man, those hands, though. The red really, like, with no gloves on, really makes those, like, the weirdness of that, of the limbs and stuff stand out. Ketchup red, yeah. I wish capes were a thing still. You can get capes. Capes, cloaks, and all that stuff are starting to come back around. I remember I saw, I think it was on TikTok for a while. I was seeing commercials for, or I guess ads, for like a professionally high quality rainproof cloak. So we have discovered Cathedral Ward. This kind of becomes the hub for a little while. Also, what is this? Hi, bud, how are you? This was also sort of a joke back when this first came out. A lot of people would come out of that cutscene, turn around and see him and think it's a monster and just immediately start attacking him, which was quite funny. I want a nursing cape? Oh, yeah, like the little, like third ones that are, like, white and have the cross on them. The little red cross.
Hmm? Oh, you must be a hunter. Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does, always has, you know, since forever. But it won't end nicely, not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad. The screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts, none of them's too uncommon now. Yarnum's done for, tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about them, tell them about this here Erden Chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell them to come on over, if you wouldn't mind. I know I shouldn't be asking you, but if you happen upon someone while hunting, tell them about this here Erden Chapel, if they seem worth being told, that is. Oh, and I do sincerely hope they are.
I think they do a great job with this guy of making him seem just creepy enough that you don't know what his intentions are. When you first meet him, at least. Light the lamp.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Sure. Sounds very Templar-like. They are just hooded capes. Trying to make me join a Templar order? No. Actually, when I think of like a nurse's cape, I think if you took like Little Red Riding Hood's cape, kept it the same size, and then put it on an adult, that would be what it would be, where it only goes like maybe the middle of your back at the most, but it still covers your shoulders from the rain and stuff. So what do we got in here? Closed door. We have an exit. And we have an exit. Okay. Let's go turn that brooch in, though. before we start exploring around and going and doing, like, lore stuff. Because there's lore things about that I want to go explain. I'm trying to think what the fastest one. It would be Central Yarnum? I think. We have to go back. Man, I'm trying to remember now. I'm trying to remember exactly how to get there. Yeah, I think Central Yarnum would technically be somewhat faster, depending on how we do it. Yeah, if I bum rush the right to it, I think we can get there pretty quick. Rifle spear. A trick weapon. A prototype weapon serving as a simple firearm and spear, possibly created an imitation of a lost Canehurst weapon. Canehurst, you say? That's an interesting name. Explodes into raging flames when thrown against an object, like a face. Okay, I'm trying to remember. So if I go this way, I think I have to go run back past the werewolves. Oh yeah, let's check with you. Do you?
You needn't concern yourself with me. I'm afraid I'm of little help now. But before I take this...
Oh, he gives this to us right now. Okay, great.
I made no use of it, but perhaps you. What afflicted me was incurable. But this town gave me hope. Their strange blood bought me time. I was most fortunate. Unharmed by the plague of beasts. I can even die human.
That's good.
Don't...
Do you have... Okay, that's all he says now.
Just die already!
Does the rifle spear shoot spears, or is it more of a bayonet? It's a spear with a small, like, barrel attached to it. So... you could, like, stab and then shoot someone. It's almost like the gun blade from Final Fantasy VIII. I don't think you've ever played that. But basically, it's like a spear with a gun on the bottom, so you can, like, stab and then shoot, or shoot them and then stab. Something like that. What's the problem? You what? Excuse me? Yeah, you... what's the problem? I know a gun spear probably sounds like an odd idea, or like a gun sword is probably kind of strange, but... I know where you live. You remember where I live? Really? You know? That's good to know. I need some bullets. Give me the bullets. Thank you. Alright, so... because I think if I go this way... oh, hi. Oh, are you... module, you were supposed to lock on me. Call shenanigans, module. Give me that blood vial, jerk. Demis, next time you see this man, flick the back of his ear, please. Okay, so I'm trying to remember... God, this map is so confusing. Technically where I'm trying to go is over there. If I go down, I have to go through the sewer. Backwards to the bridge. Yeah, through the werewolves might be the fastest way to get there. Not the safest, but... there's also this. Oh my god, I jumped! Not what I meant to do! I think... yes. I have no idea who is going to chase me or follow me on this. Bye. Just the big guy down there. Oh, the werewolves come all the way down to here? I didn't know that. Is this guy gonna come up the ladder? So he can go down the ladder, but he can't come up the ladder? What? I can see the sequel to this module having a chainsword. If we play the DLC, we'll talk about chainswords. Of sorts? Yeah. Of sorts. Of sorts, yes.
Hello, Mr. Hunter. Still can't find my mum.
Alright. Here you go, kid.
Mr. Hunter, was it really her?
Well, you tell me. Is it the brooch?
Mummy! Leave me alone.
Take her with you. She's an apprentice now. That would be cool, but no. Unfortunately, we can't do something quite like that. We will have to come and talk to her again. I think after the next mandatory boss. I'm trying to remember now. There's like 3 users of body shield. Wow, cold. Character building. Also, what just happened to her mother? Really? So, I guess you weren't here for that part. So after we fought that last boss, the one that was the guy with the gun and the axe and then turned into a monster, we found a body up on top of a ledge. Sorry, I just came to bed. Oh, okay. Up on like a little awning in that after we finished the boss fight. And the brooch was on that body, implying that that dead woman was the mother. And when you look at the music box, on the inside it says Vivian and Gascoigne. The boss we fought was Father Gascoigne. So their dad was Father Gascoigne, who we just killed, and he killed the mom, presumably. Or something killed the mom, at least. So basically, both of her parents, she just found out, are dead. Imagine trying to fight a boss with a music box? Yeah. It stuns him at least twice. I think maybe 3 times. So you just made her orphan? Basically, yeah. We basically just made her an orphan by killing her father, who had gone completely nuts and was basically turning into a monster. But yeah, we killed her father and her mom was already dead. Okay, so where am I going now? I need to go... Guess we just need to go back kind of where we were at. I'm trying to think what the fastest way to do that is. Will you stop that? Stop shooting at me, God. Oh, wait, what am I doing? The fastest way would be... Hold on. Would it be back this way? Don't say orphan around Ica or monastery. At least she'll have some pretty crazy stories to tell. Yeah, she'll definitely have some stories to tell. Can I kick him in the head from up here? I can't. Oh, I can! I can kick... Oh, he got me. Oh god, I'm stunned! Oh, they're gonna kill me. Oh, I died. He knocked me off the ladder. I wasn't sure if he was gonna actually attack me or not. But to who? Well, that's a great question. I did nothing to any orphans. No, but you did do quite a number on a monastery. Monks, on the other hand, exactly, Ica. Where are we going? Go across the bridge. No. We still need the bullets, so I'll kill this guy for the bullets. I think this guy always drops 4 bullets, or at least 3. Was a bit mad at you for kicking his head. Yeah, he was probably a little upset with me. That's fair. That's fair. I did kick him in the head. I remember as we go this way. There's all the dogs over here. I thought that dog was back over there. Oh wait, we can talk to this lady. Because now we have a place to send people.
So what is it now? Are much better ways to pass the time.
Morally the same, surely. What historical period are we supposed to be? This would probably be something like... What would this be? Like... the early 1800s in England? Basically? Tell of Odin Chapel.
What do you know?
So remember, this lady asked for a safe place to go and we didn't know one? Now we do. We can send them to Odin Chapel.
Don't you have work to do? Go split some throats. Get this mess
5 years from now? Yeah. I would say, based on the way that this place looks and the things that are going on, it's like obviously an over-the-top kind of steampunk slash like Cthulhu punk England in like the 1800s. England post Starmer. That's a deep joke for all you British folk. I'm trying to remember now. So we go down and then the ladder this way, and I think I can bypass a lot of this fight by going over here. Oh, also, hold on, let me talk. Is she still here? Oh, she is. Hold on, she might have a thing to say.
What are you still doing? Enough trembling in a hunt.
Oh, okay, no. I couldn't remember if she said something or not after you defeat Gascoigne. I couldn't recall. Nah, mate, just London in it. Yeah. Hey, bruv. Yeah, London in it. Oh, hi. Don't you shoot at me, you ambush. That stuff off. Also, I need your bullets. That's what you get. Okay, that does work. Okay, so then we need to go over here, and then we drop down to this. Okay, and then I think we go this way. Snake Eater. Such a funny scene in that module. There's that. So we go this way. This guy probably has my blood echoes, though. Did you just bark at me, you stupid giant crow raven? Got time for you. Someone played Terraria before? I have not played it. I'm aware of it, but I've never played it myself. You have my blood echoes. I need to retrieve them. No? You don't have my blood echoes? Where are my blood echoes, then? I know Terraria is very popular, but I've never actually played it myself. There. Okay. So, is she still... Thank you, Echo. Oh no, there's no response from the girl at the window. Okay. So... I don't really need to be here anymore. Oh, also, the thing we got... I forgot to mention this. The thing we got from the guy in the window is a flame sprayer. A special weapon used by certain members of the Healing Church spits searing flames by using blood and imbued quicksilver bullets as a special medium. Not the most efficient weapon by any stretch, but sometimes a sea of flame is just what the doctor ordered. Besides, the Beast of Yharnam can always use a good cleansing. So he literally gave us like a little hand flamethrower thing. It's not very good. It uses quicksilver bullets very quickly. It doesn't do a lot of damage. The only real advantage to it would be that certain creatures are kind of maybe a pyromaniac with it. You could, if you wanted to go like fire build, you could, yeah. I don't know enough about this module to make that work because it's not a one-to-one. There's plenty of things we're going to run into that are resistant to fire or don't take extra damage from it. So using like the torch can be a weapon, right? It's just not a good one, and we'll get a weapon torch later. It's also not a very good weapon. So It's not like a optimal build, but you could do I think there's a fire build out there someplace, probably. What do I want to do now? Guess we can go... Oh, well, you know what? Would that be... Yeah, we can do that, I think. So... Wait, is that an item? Huh? That looks like an item over there, but I don't think that's a part of the module we can get to. I could be wrong. It could be like a little, like, side area. I don't think we can get over there. Huh. That looks like an item, but yeah, I don't think we can actually get over there. Okay, we'll go back this way. Woo! Absolutely good on your hands. Will not cause any damage, I'm sure. I'm sure that would cause no damage to your hands whatsoever. Ow, fuck. That's what I get for putting all my points into skill and strength and not into hit points. Go back up here. So I really don't want to go all the way back. I mean, I guess we could. Hi, how's it going, guys? Whoop. Oh, I didn't kill all of them this time. It didn't get all of them this time. It does that sometimes, it'll miss. I'm confused sometimes by what I remember. I remember the whole trilogy of a module, but not what I ate yesterday. Your brains are weird like that. Those are some mighty red hands. Oh yeah, yeah. We're Dr. Ham Can Man. We are the devil guy from the canned hams, from the deviled canned hams. I don't know if those even exist anymore, but that's who we're playing as. We are quite the fellow. So I guess I could probably just take this off, right? We're technically his like great-great-great-great-grandson from our character from Elden Ring, who was the Deviled Ham Can Man. This is Dr. Devil Cam Han, or Dr. Can Ham Man. Does that mean he can cosplay as a tomato? He could play as a tomato. I think in Attack of the Killer Tomatoes 2, there might be some tomato people hybrids, so maybe? There's no going back once you're caught red-handed. Yeah, exactly. But I haven't seen Attack of the Killer Tomatoes 1 or 2. I don't think I've ever seen 2, and I think I haven't seen 1 in a very long time. I don't really remember much about it. Yeah, we'll just go this way, go to Odin Chapel. I think I'm a little shy on a level. I think it was a little higher up in the 2800. But we can also take out these two big guys and grab some more healing vials, hopefully. Hi, how's it going? Can I help you? Oh, I don't have a gun! I forgot I didn't have a gun. That's on me, team. That's on me. What are those things? These are people who've been mutated a little bit. Kind of, oh, that didn't work. What? Okay, we agree to disagree on what happened there. But these are just people who have been affected by a plague that's going on, basically. Easy XP that was? Yeah. This is one of the, like, one of the areas that people use to farm blood vials. If you're farming blood vials directly, you come here and there's like a little area you run between the two werewolves, the people inside of the building, those two big guys. You can get quite a few blood vials here. If you're doing it with XP, like, why did he do that? But if you're doing it by going and farming XP, if I remember right, there's a couple places that are better. Is you either... Also, by the way, Chai Noon, welcome. How you doing? Hope you're hoping to having a good day. I assume you're a big Bloodborne fan. I'm not like a speedrunner or anything, as you can probably tell. I've played this module a lot, but I'm not like an expert or anything. Kind of doing a guided tour right now.
Welcome. What is it? Very
Feel
well.
the blood echoes. Never heard of that module before? What, Bloodborne? He's the best speedrunner? No. I might be the best speedrunner currently in this stream who is playing the module. I'll give you that much. No, spin the points.
Farewell, good hunter.
No, stop it. Okay. Back to Cathedral Ward. So yeah, the other interesting thing, I guess we haven't talked about too much, is that the way that the progression works in this is... As you defeat bosses, the primary required bosses, the night gets, like, darker. It gets later in the night. So right now the sun's still up, and it's gotten... Actually, technically, I think there's a slight change after you defeat Father Gascoigne. But the major change doesn't happen until we fight the next mandatory boss. Which, depending on how we want to do things, could be a ways off, or we could kind of go right to it. Well, I'd have to go grind a little bit. Oh, you're new. Who are you?
No. I haven't forgotten.
Oh, it's the lady behind the door.
Do you think I owe you something? Well, that's a fine lark, I'd say. This old mess that Yarnum's in, it's all your fault. You predatty outsiders. Our blood's ruined, tainted by your ilk.
That's the problem,
Don't come
yeah.
near me. I know your type. You. Stay away from me. I know all your tricks.
Okay. I think he also says something about sending people here again.
Ah, the hunter. Thank you. So that old girl, you told her about this place, right? Well, she don't offer me much in the way of conversation, but still, I'd rather see her alive anyhow.
And we got a new emote. That atmosphere reminds me of Little Nightmares. Yeah, but with everything being all exaggerated, like from the shapes of the bodies and stuff, and kind of the dark overtones and atmospheres and kind of monsters everywhere, I could see that. Reminds me of Extended Family. Well, I mean, between the accent and the how everything looks, yeah. Let's go this way, because this is interesting. Oh, hi. How are you? Are you cool? Sir, are you cool? Nope, you're not cool. Okay, well, I tried. You all saw it. I was hoping he was cool. Oh, that worked. I thought he turned too much. Could you not do that, please? Stop it. See, that guy turned too much. Okay, thank you. I don't remember what these guys' deal is. Like who they are exactly. I think they're tied in with the church directly. I don't need to go that way yet. Oh, let's go grab this. Oh, some more armor or something? What? What? Oh no, I have been grabbed by something? Oh no, I'm dying! Oh, it didn't actually kill me. What? I don't think I've ever seen that not kill the person. That's, okay, that's fantastic. So that happened. We'll find out what happened there a little bit later. Save that for later, everyone. Save that for later. We did get some new items, though. A jaunty top hat. A different hunter's outfit. The same gloves. And then same boots, or like pants. But now we have a jaunty hat. It fits better with the whole like doctor sort of Van Helsing thing we're going for. Well, not necessarily going for, but is what's happening. Yeah, we'll go with this. So yeah, remember that we had this weird thing happen when I went over there. That'll be important later. I'm gonna go this way. I think this is the direction I need to go. Oh, no, this isn't it. Maybe it's the other way. Maybe it's over here. Ah, yeah, this is the right direction. Oh, there they are. Hi! I don't know exactly what the lore on these guys is, but, yeah. That's a big fella. Hi, big fella, how you doing? Due to their size, they unfortunately also don't take, like, a backstabbing, I don't think. You can stun them, but I don't think there's any kind of, like, effect for stunning them. They're also very strong. Ow. Like, they have a lot of hit. Well, it fully charged is about 400 damage. Don't do that. Stop it. There we go. Oh, you're not dead. Wait, what? How do you have hit points left? There's no health on your bar. Gosh darn it. But they do drop upgrade materials, so that's nice. Do you have any favorite role to play on these kind of modules? I like any module that lets me be a summoner. Not really. I'll usually I'll go Dex first, like a fast weapons build, usually first, but not really. It just usually if I find a weapon that looks cool or does something interesting, I'll try that out a little bit. So there's this. So if you hit this, it shuts this gate, which that's fine. It's a little odd that we want to shut this gate. Like, presumably we can lock the big guy over there. Well, let's go see what's over there first. I think every time I've ever played a FromSoft's, like, Demon Souls Go Forward, I always play the first time usually as a Dex build, but not really any, like, hard commitment, like, outside of that. And sometimes I don't even stay with the Dex thing if I don't like the Dex weapons. Okay, this area's a little weird. Oh, we do get to see something I don't think we've come across yet in this area, depending on how it goes. Think a boss fight is coming soon? No, kinda. You'll see. Hi, can I help you? Oh, too soon. Oh, why did I jump? That's new. I don't know why I did that. Okay, thanks. You're kind of correct. There is sort of a boss fight coming up. I would say it's technically a mini-boss. Stop it. Stop it. Hi, how's it going? Please give me my health back. Oh, you did not. Well. Stop it. Those aren't attacks. Dirty attacks. That's a pretty birdie bird. I want that bird. You do not want one of these gigantic birds. Not only would they, like, drag themselves all over the floor, they're super loud and hyper aggressive. If you could get a friendly version, maybe, that would be cool. Are these binoculars? Ah, it is the monocular. Okay, sweet. This is a great place to give this out because you get some really awesome views, because we can talk about this a little bit. So if you come over here, you can look down and see some stuff. So that bridge is the bridge that has the giant boulder on it that gets thrown at us with the group of guys. It goes over there, and you can see that's the canal we go through. One of these bridges is the one that I think leads over to the area that lets you go down into the canals. What a nice view of the end of the world, right? That is the bridge that we fought the first optional boss on, and that leads to over here. So he was standing up here, and then he jumps down into that boss fight arena down here. You can really see some stuff. You got the windmill thing in the distance. I didn't realize you could see those windmills from here. There's the town, though. Oh, that's the area that has the two big guys we were farming, and then the elevator's right there. So it's just really interesting how they build all this stuff up, and then you can kind of look back and see all the stuff where you came from. That's nifty. I like that. I think they did a great job with that. Now I'm probably going to die, but that's okay. I kind of need the thing that's about to happen. So, where is it? There's the bird. So right around here. Did it run off already? Huh. That's weird. I don't see it. I like playing Terrara as a summoner since some summons are really cute or cool and the main weapons are whips. That's fair. No, the pet classes are really popular in a lot of modules. I understand that. This guy's a little bit tougher than a normal one of these. He's kind of like a mini boss. His weapon is a little wackier compared to the other guys' axe. Like weirdly loud. That went stupid. I never had that fight go that well. Blood vials. Bloodstone shards. So there was another thing that was supposed to happen up here. I don't know if I missed it during the fight or what, but we'll come back here a little bit later and maybe it'll spawn later. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but I don't think humans are supposed to be that big. I don't think that's supposed to be a human in the traditional sense. We'll talk about the lore of that in a little bit. So yeah, here's the bridge. So the monster that drops down is like hanging out up here for some reason. I don't know what the thought process on why that guy's up here, but other than maybe he's the one guarding the bridge, because they mentioned that it's someone's responsibility to go down and block the bridge and like shut down parts of the city as things get out of control with the hunt. So that's the only thing I can think of, is like his job was to guard the bridge and then he turned into the monster and he was just sitting up there. Well, that's fun. So you see this door? Do you remember we went under the bridge at the end of the boss fight arena and there's like the gated off area and there's that one little door on the left? This is that door from the other side. There's no way to... It's closed. You can't ever open it. There's a prevailing theory that originally this was meant to be the main path that you came up here through. Is that you went this way, fought that guy, went through that door, and then came up here, and then discovered this area. And then these, the big guys being over here and stuff make a little bit of sense. I don't remember if it's confirmed or not, but the problem was that since everyone was coming this way, and this is the like kind of organic way to go, you don't destroy the door, you have a gun and sword. Yeah, you can just, it's a wooden door. We would probably be able to kick it off its hinges, but excellent door closing tools, yeah. But the thought process, my understanding was that everyone came this way because it made logical sense that you would end up here first, and they would just proceed to go around and go this way. So the like boss fight with Father Gascoigne basically never really happened much because no one really went that way by like naturally. So they decided to kind of close this area off to make this an optional boss fight and then go fight Father Gascoigne, who they thought was like the better or like the more interesting character. And that way you had to go fight Father Gascoigne. And then they made it, you go up the ladder and do all that stuff. Is this a... No, okay. Yeah, so once we've like done all this stuff, I thought for sure There's a little thing that's supposed to spawn over here, and this is very Demon Souls, and I think it was in Dark Souls a little bit. There's supposed to be a little thing that spawns here and then runs off to try to lure you over into that boss fight, but I didn't see it. So I don't know if I accidentally spooked it early and we just missed it now, or there's something else going on. Okay. I don't know why that triggered. That's weird. Okay. Odd. Imagine going through the door and the first thing you see is a boss just standing there watching a bridge. Yeah, right? Looks normal, don't worry. I mean, we've already been hit by it once. I just don't know what caused it to go off. But yeah, there's another thing that's going to happen here in a little bit that kind of ties into that whole theory that this was originally meant to be the path that you take to go this way. And they altered the path a little bit to make you go fight Father Gascoigne. But there's not really anything else over in that area. There's nothing to go back for, so I'm just going to shut it. Oh, okay, good. The door's right here. Okay. So if you come up to this, only a special emblem opens the main gate. So this is the main gate into the cathedral. We read about that little ascot with a symbol on it we could buy for like 10,000 XP. That's the thing we need to open that door if we want to do it that way. So the thought process was that you went through the boss, went up the stairs over there, came this way. You ended up here, and then you had to like go this way because that way's blocked off, and then you ended up in Cathedral Ward the same. So like you would come up this way and you would turn here and you get this big crazy shot of everything, and it looks all super cool. Climb the door, right? There's a reason that things work in D&D and don't work in other places. And then now you have access to the Cathedral Ward, and you'd come in this way instead. So you would come up here, see him, and then this, and be like, wait, what's going on? So it's a I don't know if it's confirmed, but it's a pretty prevalent theory. Also, something took damage over there. So the only other way we can kind of go from here is this way. I don't remember. Okay, yeah, he is right here. Hi, how's it going? Oh, I missed! How did I whip that? No! Stop it. Gosh, darn it. Now there's a very important character that might be hanging out over there. Have you heard of Doki Doki Literature Club? Yes, I've watched a couple of different people play through it. It's interesting. I don't think it's something I would do on my channel. If I did, it would be an immersive horror.
You're out there somewhere, Beer Baron, and I'll find you.
No, you won't.
Yes,
So, he's not here right now, but there's a guy who stands here sometimes. It's very important, you see. I don't remember when he shows up. Oh, another Madman's Knowledge. Nice. What is that, a crow or a rabid dog? Yes! Yes, it is. Can I help you? Sir? Sir, can I help you? Okay. 10 might be the magical number on the inside to cause the next important thing to happen. Can you, sir, can you please stop turning? Why things want to kill you? Basically, there is a sickness going around causing everyone to kind of go nuts. And some people are transforming into monsters, some people are just going insane, and it's caused basically the whole town to go nuts, and everything has become hostile. The people who are inside of the buildings who we talk to, because they're hiding in the buildings and they're using incense, which can delay or stop the effects of what's going on, they're still normal. We haven't really covered it fully in the lore yet. I guess we could talk about it a little bit. Basically, something started happening where people in this town started transforming into, like, beast men, basically. And when they did that, they would go nuts and start attacking people in the street. It's unrealistic. No one is fiending for toilet paper. I don't know how toilet paper works in this universe, friend. I don't know how that even works here. Oh, we got the shield. I forgot that's where this is at. So what ended up happening is once people started transforming into beasts, the church, who is kind of running the city at that point, started, along with a bunch of other groups, started the Hunters. Their job was to go out and hunt the beasts, and they would do this on a semi-regular basis. So tonight is supposed to be a night of the hunt. So all the hunters go out and hunt down the beasts. But in this case, the town has become so affected by this plague that basically everyone's gone nuts and everyone's out to kill you. And you've just arrived in the town looking for Pale Blood, which is the main story. Basically, UK during the World Cup, better off staying home. Yeah, I could see that. Maybe minus the plague, but yeah, otherwise. What do I need to do here? We've hit a dead end. That's why I came back here. But basically, if you go up those stairs, you hit the dead end, and you're like, well, now what do I do? Football is a plague? I mean, it's more of... yeah, you know what? It's not unlike the plague in this, other than it doesn't have the physical transformations in, such grotesque manner. So, if we go that way, it's a dead end. If we go that way, it's a dead end. So, the only thing we can do now is either go use our XP to go buy the medallion thing, the ascot thing, to open the gate and go that way. Or there's one other path over here, which I've been kind of stalling on because it's not... it would be kind of the end of things. But it wouldn't let me talk about the other bits. So we can go this way. And then we've got what appears to be another gigantic church building or something with a bunch of people outside. One dog, axe guy. As you've probably also noticed, if you're paying attention, stuff has a little bit more hit points now as we progressed into, the next area. We are fully beyond the starting tutorial zone at this point. I have to go. Thanks for hanging out, Casserola C. You have a good one. And remember, if you feel like you need to talk to someone, it's okay. Get some therapy and stuff. People stay hydrated and remember that when you close your eyes, you can't see. Fair. That's true. I appreciate that. You have a good one, Casserola. Did you not? Thank you. Real fake doors. I don't remember what some of these items are. Hold to... Molotovs. Okay, nice. Those are pretty relevant, yeah. So we have the church building thing. What do we got in here? It's... Oh, it's like a tomb? It's a tomb or something. Yeah. I think... Oh yeah, there's... I think there's one guy and a tomb. Another madman's knowledge. But yeah, so there's not anything I can do in here, I don't think, right now. Yeah. But there is this upper area we can maybe be able to get to. Let's go see if we can go outside and get up there. Because I saw a path over this other direction. Yes. It looks like there's a path up right here. I'm sure that's not a trap, it's just a guy with a gun at the top of some stairs, right? Oh, it's a trap. He had 2 dogs. Stop that. Stop it. again. Okay, thank you for the bullets. This isn't a real fake door, this is a real door. Now we're up here. Oh look, a giant lever. Pull the lever. What happens? Lever, Kronk, pull the lever. Oh, it's opening the tomb. Well, that's fun. Of course, there's probably nothing bad in a tomb in this town. I'm sure if I go into a tomb in this town, nothing bad's gonna happen. It's just a lovely time down there. Just a beautiful place to sit down and ponder the lost people and stuff. What's over here? Is that a guy? Sir? I can't target him.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you?
I am.
I knew it. That's precisely how I started out.
Oh?
Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred.
Okay.
Protege of Master Ligarius.
Sounds
hunter
important.
Of vile bloods.
Sounds evil.
So, what say you? Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us. Why not cooperate and discuss the things we've learned?
Okay. Sure.
Oh, very good. Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance.
Okay. Fire paper. Nice. And an emote.
Beast hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way.
Okay.
There must be oodles for us to share. Go on. Just tell me what piques your interest.
Oh, okay,
As you
sweet.
know, the
I don't know why I
Healing
sat
Church
down.
is the fountainhead of blood healing. Well, I'm a simple hunter, quite unfamiliar with the ins and outs of the institution. But I have heard that the holy medium of blood healing is venerated in the main cathedral, and that counselors of the old church reside in the high stratum of the cathedral ward. If you seek blood healing, and the church is willing, you should pay them a visit.
Oh, okay. He's just letting us know that he doesn't know much about the blood, but if we need blood, we need to go talk to the church.
Byrgenwerth is an old place of learning, and the Tomb of the Gods, carved out below Yharnam, should be familiar to every
Excuse me, what now?
Well, once a group of young Byrgenwerth scholars discovered a holy medium deep within the tomb. This led to the founding of the Healing Church and the establishment of blood healing.
Oh.
In this sense, everything sacred in Yharnam can be traced back to Byrgenwerth. But today, the college lies deep within a tangled wood, abandoned and decrepit. And furthermore, the Healing Church has declared Byrgenwerth forbidden ground. It's unclear how many of its scholars remain alive, but only they know the password that allows passage through the gate.
Okay.
I bid you farewell. It has been a pleasure. May the good blood guide your way.
Okay, thanks. I didn't mean to sit down, but man, that was perfect. There's a weird thing in this, since it was meant to be a very early PS4 thing, and the PS4 included, like, motion controls. I think if I remember right... Yeah, there we go. If you hold down the X button and then make motions with the controller, it will trigger emotes. But I don't think it's mentioned anywhere that you can do that. I know it used to happen to me randomly sometimes. I'm like, why does that keep happening? And I ended up figuring it out. It's a really weird thing. I'm sure there's probably an option to turn it off, but it's not that big of a deal, so. Alright, so we did get some stuff from him. That the thing about Byrgenwerth is kind of a big deal. That drops a bunch of lore all at one time. But basically, what he just said was that a tomb of the gods was discovered under the city, and that scholars from Byrgenwerth, presumably some kind of school, went down into those tombs and found a special medium that mixed apparently with blood or something, that does something with blood that causes it to heal people. And because of that, they started the Healing Church of Blood Ministration. So that special, the medium mixed with blood, and the Healing Church uses it to heal people, is I think what we got there. That's sort of the baseline story. It'll be the next kind of thing we get shown is the final main part of the story. Everything after that, I think, is kind of optional. I think we'll have to go through... I think one mandatory boss. I think there's one more mandatory boss before we get the next bit of lore dump that I can kind of explain the last little bit of what's going on. And then we'll have the basis of the story. And then everything after that is like the deep lore, basically. Oh yeah, I forgot to unlock the area down. Let's go over there. This next area is pretty interesting. I don't know if it's my favorite area, but it's probably one of the more interesting zones. So we unlock this tomb, right? And it has stairs. Let's go see what's down here. I'm also gonna heal. So I don't remember exactly where, when, what shows up. Okay. Dead somebody. A tempered blood gemstone. I'll have to go do those before we end the stream. So we can go talk about those. They're kind of an interesting idea, but I don't know... What? Oh, hi! Hello? Can I help you? Oh, I missed. Oh, you suddenly auto-corrected. Hi. Can you... Excuse me. Can you stop? There we go. Okay, prostate removal. Let's take these. Oh, it's a healing. It's an upgrade item. Odd that they're down here, but sure. Why not? Might as well. There's the grand scheme of things. Just put a random werewolf in there. You know, if you can't figure out what else to put in there, just throw a werewolf in there. You know, just throw a werewolf at it. There is an area over there. I don't remember exactly. Okay. Okay, so it just lowers us down into this. Antidote. Interesting. Okay.
What the dog doing?
I think that particular dog was actively trying to remove our liver
that's
while
the
we were
funny guy
alive.
who says the funny things. Hey, funny guy, say some funny things.
Cheap beans, baby, cheap beans. Every time you ask, that's the answer. Cheap beans, baby, cheap beans. Okay. Hit this. Interesting looking door over there. Little side room. Wait, was that a... No. Like, is that something I can open? No. Oh, there we go. Like, there's gotta be something. That was a pungent blood cocktail. While not super relevant, matured blood cocktail that releases a pungent odor when thrown that attracts bloodthirsty beasts. A precious tool in sadly short supply. In Yharnam, they produce more blood than alcohol, as the former is more intoxicating. So basically, you can throw that and certain enemies will be attracted to it. Let's go check out this interesting door. It has like writing sealed on it. The town is long abandoned. Hunters not wanted here. Interesting. Apparently we're not welcome in this part of town. Not that we've been welcome in any part of town that we've been in, but... Old Yana, huh?
You there?
Huh?
Hunter! Didn't you see the warning?
I did?
Turn back at once. Old Yharnam, burned and abandoned by men, is now home only to beasts.
Oh.
They are of no harm to those alone. Turn back, for the hunter will face the hunt.
Oh. Oh, okay. I guess. So... basically... I don't remember if you get the lore from this right away. I don't remember exactly how it breaks down, but... essentially, when the beast problem started getting really out of hand, it started down here in the lower, Old Yharnam in the lower ward. Oh, wait, there's a thing. Oh, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you about your car insurance, your car's warranty. So, these little critters, for whatever reason, a lot of them are like, you only get them once, and once you kill them, they drop an upgrade material like that. Oh, butts, I can't, wait. Okay, there's a ladder over there. But this is meant to be a trap, by the way. But basically, what ends up happening is the beast problem gets out of hand, and they essentially abandon this lower district to the beasts. Seal up the only way from down here up there, which is that door we went through and that sealed tomb thing. And this area is now just completely abandoned to the beasts. The hunters don't come down here anymore, and it's just whatever's down here is whatever's down here, and you're just locked down here forever. So whatever happens is just, this is completely wild territory overrun by beasts at this point. Trying to remember... I knew there were some guys down here. Oh, there's the hunters. Okay, cool. These guys are not as scared of fire as I thought I remember them supposed to be, but that's okay. So, if we follow that thing down here, we have to drop down to all this, basically, before it doesn't open from this side, so probably a shortcut for later. Go up this way. Let's see where this takes us. But yeah, we can find out what that guy's deal is, the guy who's yelling at us. You can fight him, or you can become friends with him later. It's much harder to become friends with him, though. You don't necessarily have to, but we probably will, if for no other reason, so I can show you my least favorite boss in the whole module. Completely optional, by the way, completely optional, but if you defeat them, you can become friends with this guy instead of having to fight him. Yeah. Nice, yeah. I'm trying to remember exactly how it works out now. I think if I kill any of the monsters in this area, it will... I'm trying to remember how it works out. If I kill any of the monsters in the area, I think he becomes permanently hostile. So as long as he doesn't see me kill any of them, basically, we can still become friends with him later. But if we kill any of the monsters where he can see us do it, or the monsters are in an area that are meant to be seen, I think we can't become friends with him anymore. That's why it's kind of weirdly hard to become friends with him. Hunter's Torch is actually meant to be a weapon. A torch formed by wrapping, designed to integrate beasts and victims touched by the Scourge. Its fire is highly effective against beasts. Whereas this one is just for looks, or for light, basically. It also mentions that hunters choose torches not because the hunt leads to the darkest nooks, but also because certain creatures they encounter are possessed of a deadly fear of fire. Mostly directly relevant here. So this one's actually upgradable, and you can attach, I think, a couple of runes and stuff to it. It's, yeah. It's actually meant to be kind of a weapon, whereas that first torch was mostly just for light. As you can see, all these creatures are burning, and, like, the whole area is much more wrecked up and stuff. Hi. Yeah, see, he doesn't like the flames, so he'll kind of bounce off of this. If you get too close, they'll still attack you, but they're hesitant to get closer to you if you have this thing out. What time is it? 6:55. This area is pretty big. I don't want to rush through it too much, so we'll probably save this for next week. We can head back to the lantern then. We'll go look at the upgrade stuff that we've gotten. Because we got that tool, and we've gotten a couple of runes to use. So we can go look at that. Plus, we have enough, I think, for like 2 or 3 levels. It'll be close to 3, at least 2. Yeah, so we got that new hunter's tool thing. Oh, you're back. Hello.
The moon is close. It will be a long hunt tonight. If the beasts loom large and threaten to crush your spirits, seek a holy chalice, as every hunter before you has.
Uh-huh.
A holy chalice will reveal the tomb of the gods.
Oh, okay.
Where hunters partake in communion.
In the tomb?
Most of the holy chalices lie deep within the tomb of the gods. And the few that found their way to the surface were lost again in the hands of men. But if the old hunter tales remain true, one of the holy chalices is worshipped in the valley hamlet. Yet the town is in disarray. It was burned and abandoned for fear of the scourge. Home now only to beasts. The perfect place for a hunter, wouldn't you say? One of the holy chalices is worshipped in the valley hamlet, a town of beasts, the perfect place for a hunter.
Okay.
One of
So now he's basically telling us, like, hey, if you go down to that area, you can go and get one of these chalices in the hamlet or whatever. The area was abandoned, so he kind of gives you the same, like, little vague story that I gave you. It's a little incoherent, but he just is that way. Buy with insights. Make trades with messengers using insight. So this is a different merchant that you use insight instead of XP. A lot of the stuff you can get here is either rarer things or special items like small resonating bell. I don't know. Oh, and then we can get Father Gascoigne's outfit. A lot of the like human characters or like humanoid characters that you fight will sometimes drop their armor after you defeat them, and you can come buy it here with insight instead of cash. I don't know if we can ever get this stuff here, but whatever. Then I'm trying to remember. Think there's anything else. Oh yeah, here we go. So now we have this blood gem fortification thing. It doesn't really tell you, like, when you get that tool, it doesn't really tell you much about it. A misplaced workshop tool from the Hunter's Dream. The hunter who retrieves this can fortify weapons by kneading blood gems into them. Blood gems add properties to weapons when used to fortify them, as blood defines an organism. Sure. Doesn't really tell you how to do it, but just that it can be done now. So what this does, fortify weapons using blood gems imbue weapons with special characteristics. Oh, right, because another interesting little thing. So if you look in that middle section, where it has like the physical attack and all that stuff, you see at the top, like up along like that line, so like on this area here, all the way in the middle, those are the slots where you put the gems into, and the weapons don't really get those unless you upgrade the weapon like once. Let me see. Fortify weapon? Yeah, see, upgrading it to level 1 will unlock one of those slots, so currently it doesn't have any. There's a couple of weapons you can get that I think start with 1, but they're pretty rare. Most of them don't get anything until you put 1 upgrade into it. Let's see, the hunter's pistol does, but the flame sprayer and the hunter's torch don't actually get them right away. Let's go. I'm trying to think how I want to do that. I guess we can just upgrade the sword cane just to see how it works. It's so funny how bad the threaded cane is. So yeah, we'll be using echoes, 300 echoes, and 3 of the blood gems, or the bloodstone shards, or whatever. We have 28. And then just like Dark Souls and Elden Ring, it just escalates again. So instead of 3, it's 5 this time. So now we can put a gem into this. These are the 3 gems we've got. Physical attack up 0.7, not super significant. Physical attack up 1.1%. And then this one's actually kind of interesting. Physical attack up plus 1.1, but also HP continues to recover plus 1. So like every 2 seconds, you just get 1 HP. It's not great, but it's better than nothing, right? Also, it's increasing the damage by plus 1. You can get these that do all kinds of weird stuff, like how much HP you get,
sure?
or... Yeah, I'm sure. Some of them can add like fire damage or lightning damage to weapons. There's also different shapes of them. So on the left you can see that this is like a star shape. But if you look up at the top on the far side on that same like row here, you can see there's like a triangular one. So there's different shapes of blood gems that you can fit into these. And I think there's a couple of weapons, or there's a couple of gems that are universal shape. They'll fit into any shape. Did I get... Hold on. Do I still have... No, it doesn't look like I do. Okay. You can actually interact with that brooch thing that we got for the little girl. And if you don't give it back to her, you can turn it into a blood gem. And it's called like the... It's one of like 3... I've heard it called... I think Poor Man's Gem, because it doesn't do very much, but it'll fit on any weapon. Yeah, we don't have the tool for that yet either. Let's go level up and check out this hammer. Also, I like that up there on the top left. You should be able to see that, yeah. You can see that I have now that buff going on of just the +1 health thing. I don't need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. Doll.
Welcome. What is it? Very well. Let me...
You're not standing near me. Okay. There we go. Ah, it's only 2 levels. Gosh darn it. That's fine. Alright, but we should be strong enough now to use... Yes. Now this is a funky weapon. This is starting to get into the real wacky stuff with this. So, as you can see here, we've got the sword, right? Probably... Ika, you're a bit of a weapons... historian. What would you call this? Like a... I mean, it's got the double long handle. Would this be a hand and a half sword? A sword from a family where the parents weren't married? Do you think? Or is it too short? Because I know part of that is that it's got to be a certain length to constitute whether it's a short sword or a long sword, a hand and a half sword, or, you know, like a claymore or something like that. But this is its base form. It's just like a pretty basic sword. Nothing too crazy, right? Probably? Okay. So its transform state is it reattaches to this giant thing I'm carrying on my back, and it becomes a gigantic hammer. It's a giant stone hammer. Just a big ol' wonk. And then, since I don't have a gun out, when I do my L2, it instead does like a horizontal push. Or even a push attack, I guess, in this case. Probably, but I'm not an expert. Fair. Then transform attack. Oh. Kind of one-handed. Obviously, just a gigantic bonkinator of an unreasonable size. If I remember correctly, this thing, even when you get it fully upgraded, really isn't necessarily like the most powerful weapon. Yeah, exactly. Also, it's incredibly slow, I'm sure you can tell. Like, if you hit something with this and it doesn't stun it, you're probably gonna get counter hit. But yeah, this is the first kind of example of some of the really wacky stuff you can get into this module. That isn't just like a sword that like transforms into a longer or different kind of sword. I think that'll probably about cover it for this evening. I don't want to start the next area. Technically, this next area we're going into, oddly enough, is optional. It's completely optional. The way you bypass it is by buying that 10,000 XP handkerchief thing with the embroidery on it. So technically what we're doing now is completely optional. You can just go grind the XP and buy your way into this thing if you wanted to. Completely bypass it. The chalice thing is completely optional. That sounds weird because he made it seem really important. It's probably one of the weirder things about Bloodborne in comparison to like Dark Souls and Demon Souls and Elden Ring, kind of. I think Elden Ring actually probably borrows from this the hardest, though. Its closest comparison. Yeah, it's not really story relevant. Basically, you see these tombs on this other side. If you walk up to them, it says makeshift altar and all this stuff. First ritual altar. A short ritual root chalice is required to conduct a ritual. So basically what happens is you get the chalice, and you can go up to this and activate the chalice with this grave, and it will send you to a challenge dungeon, basically, that takes place inside of the tombs that they're talking about underneath the city. As you explore through them, you will find a new chalice that unlocks the next area to go and explore. And then the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. You have to have special components to pay the cost to go into them. And basically, if you want to go from like this one to the next one, you have to farm enough to pay to go and unlock the next one. And all of this stuff is completely optional. There's all of these gravestones on this left side, all these ritual altars and all this stuff, completely optional. You can get, I think, a little bit of lore from some of the stuff in there, but there are completely original bosses that you will see no place else inside of these challenge dungeons. It's really interesting to me that they chose to have all the challenge dungeons and all this stuff. Like, the first time I played through this, I don't think I touched this at all, because I didn't really understand what it was about. And it didn't really seem to have anything to do with any of the story, so I didn't touch this at all. It wasn't until I watched someone else play through this and they started doing this, I'm like, oh, that's how it works? That's kind of interesting. And I think the furthest I've ever gotten was, I think, this one? And then I got kind of bored with it because it's a little samey. I think it was to here, and I don't think I continued grinding to get the materials to keep going. I think there's at least one boss in there that's directly tied into sort of a story subplot, but none of this is tied in directly to the main story. It's completely optional. I might do a couple of them just to show them off, but we're not going to go all the way through that. I find it a little boring. It's challenging, but it's challenge dungeons. It gets kind of the same. Like, you see the same kind of enemies and stuff all the time. The bosses are the only really interesting thing, because there are unique bosses down there you don't see anyplace else. But outside of that, I don't really care for it much. Okay, now we have a question I have to ask you all while you're here. Do we want to stick with the sword cane, the threaded cane, as our primary weapon, or do we want to buy and use a different weapon? We have the saw spear and the Kirk hammer, right? We can also buy the saw cleaver or the axe now. So we have a little bit more options. Do we want to turn into something else, or do we want to stay with this? I'll let you all decide. No opinion from me? Fair. Zet, I swear I'm not an elk. Deathbringer, Iggy, anybody else who's here want to see have an input on what weapon we should use as of right now. More weapons will become available later as we go through things, but as of right this second, this is what I have options to. Zamis, whatever you want, okay? I'll probably try out, if we don't have a preference, I'll probably try out the Kirkhammer. I honestly don't use it much because it's kind of slow, and it doesn't hit as hard as it looked like it should. But it might be interesting to try it out on stream just to see, to have a new experience on something I've never really played around with too much. The Giant Bonkinator really isn't my style per se. It does fit well with Moroskoth, the last of the Lumberjackians, and the Pulp Shaman, though. If we were playing as them, this would probably be the weapon we want to use, because he is the Pulp Shaman, because he used the Giant Bonkinators, so... Okay, but I'm not seeing any input from anybody, so we'll stick with this for now. And then if you all, I'll ask you again next week and look if we can make some changes. But we'll try this out for a little bit just to see what it looks like, just to choose something different. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we need to get ready before we call it an evening. I don't think so. Oh, okay, there is a little bit of lore on these. One of the standard articles of hunter attire fashioned at the workshop, accompanied with a short cape to wipe away blood. A fine piece of hunter attire that provides stable defense. Unless the stock piece. Okay. One of the standard articles of the hunter's attire fashioned at the workshop with a cape that wipes away the blood. This one doesn't have a cape, it has a jacket. Fine piece of hunter attire that provides stable defense. Allows one to stock yeah. I don't know. Oh, okay, this one actually says this one without the cape that wipes away blood. So they're very similar. This one just doesn't have the cape. And the one with the cape does have slightly better blunt defense, but is slightly worse against frenzy and beasthood. So it's very not significantly different. Clothing for Yharnam, perhaps it is of foreign origin. It is said, after all, the traveler came to Yharnam from afar. Without memory, who will ever know? I don't think the boots have anything special going on. Managed worn upon waking to the nightmare of the blood beast, terribly worn and unsanitary. Faint memory recalls blood administration involving the transferation of unknown blood. Not long after the nightmare began. What a sight to see. The hats have different... Oh, they do. Okay. One of the standard articles of hunter attire fashioned at the workshop, a fine piece of hunter attire that provides stable defense. Recognized by its withered feathers, this cap is fashioned after one of the old hunters. We'll meet them later. They are optional, I think, though, if it's who I'm thinking of. Let's see. Top hat. A hat worn by hunters who admire formality. Some hunters place an emphasis on form as seen by the use of the threaded cane. Hey, it actually fit with us. For them, formality, beauty, and justice are the very essence of our humanity, and precisely what keeps hunters from becoming something else. This will tie into a thing a little bit later with that last bit. We're going to meet someone else who I think wears a top hat, if I remember correctly. And that's when we can start talking about how the multiplayer on this works. It's kind of similar how Dark Souls does their stuff, in that there's factions. But we'll talk about that when we meet someone who had, like, directly involved with that. I think we kind of did with Alfred a little bit, but he didn't really bring it up at all. And there's another guy we'll talk to later who's like, that's his whole deal. So once we talk to him, we'll get into that a little bit. I think that'll cover it, though. I think we got okay. We got, what, the other boss fight done. We went into the next area and saw some stuff. After this, it's kind of just rock and rolling. We have a little ways before we get to the next, like, mandatory boss, technically. And there's, like, 2 or 3 optional bosses we'll probably go do just to show them off. So, one of them I think might be the one I hate. My least favorite boss in the whole module. I'm terrible at it. I can't read its movements at all. The only way I've ever really defeated it without it just being dumb luck is like coming back hyper overpowered and just hitting the thing so hard it's just stun stated the whole time. I hate it. I hate its guts. I hate it so much that, yeah, it's my least favorite boss in this module by, like, a wide margin. But yeah, I'm still having a blast. I hope you all are too. Again, I'm not an expert per se, but I think the best way I can describe it is if we were at a museum, I would be like maybe a docent, but I'm not like a professor. Like, I have some passing knowledge and I've had some experience with it, but I'm not an, like a professor about it, right? You'd have to talk to like a speed runner or one of the like lore experts for the deep lore, like why those guys are so big, like the really tall guys, I think has something to do with the tomb or something like that. Same with like the giant men with the bricks. I think that's a side effect of the plague thing, I think, but I'm not 100% sure. Once we get the next drop of the next main drop of lore about like what's going on, I think we can probably talk about the full extent of the basic story at this point. We can also start talking about my personal, like I'm gonna fan out a little bit about my fan lore. Because, yeah, I have my own take on what's actually going on versus what the, like, canonical story is supposed to be for this, right? Lurkers, thank you. You had the Twitch Pro go around. We always appreciate you. Anybody check the VODs during Twitch, check the VODs on YouTube repository. Also greatly appreciated. Seeing those numbers helps keep me motivated. If you need a well-thought-out solution, you need a thinking solution. Raven Hillbrook Inc., Thinking Solutions. And, yeah, that's going to be it for me, everyone. I hope you all have a good rest of whatever you're up to. And, yeah, I think that'll do it. Bye.